and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. White.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Black, come on.
Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
82. What's your son?
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Run.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Gold.
Now Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
4 down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Run. That's it, baby.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Now Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Rivers to throw it. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Trip.
Back.
Back.
Ram.
Now it's the Boise State Ajayi. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Tight end's right.
What's this, son?
Throwing now is Wentz. Flush, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Corey Legion in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gates has it over the middle. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Rivers trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. 82, 82. Ron.
To throw, it's Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that lead. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 75 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, we got 3, we got 3.
They start to drive Smallwood. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off.
Here we go.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, Delta!
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Right there. Oh.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Delta!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
3 down.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off as the quarterback was struggling a little bit.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when you block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tight end right.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, he shoots past him. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
Miller's going to try and sneak it. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on
81,
1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Black, black, come on.
31.
82, 82.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
82, 82.
Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Black, black, come on. There we go, back man. 120.
Motion, motion.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. We still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Corey Legent in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
What's up? Shorty, shorty, shorty. 81, 81.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black, black, come on.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
81, 81.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Rivers now on 2nd down. underneath for Gordon.
Let's go.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Henry. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, yeah.
Hurry up.
Ricky. Check 31. Check 31.
12.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the punter Jones as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Please.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
81.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And this is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Great.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Alert 86. Alert 86.
Stat.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Shorty.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down.
Oh. Hey, stack. Run.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Lead 5-3. Black. Yeah. Great.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Corey Legion able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the 4th quarter. Try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Cluster.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Another choke for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably run this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
They come out here in the I.
Odd. 5 down.
to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Get ready. Get ready.
Throwing, Rivers. He's got it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Great.
To throw is Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
81.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Black.
Now Wentz, got to have this one. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Corey Legent in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Great.
They'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw. Hurts over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Corey Legent in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone.
Great 15.
He's back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Black, come on.
Check me out. We got 3 down, baby.
Hey, 57, 57.
Slam.
Wins the throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We got 3.
Goal.
We got 3.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Tate's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Wentz. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Come on
And now they're going to go
Let's
for
go.
2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Shorty.
5 down. Stand up in.
Goal.
Check that.
Now Wentz, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Watch Mike. Outside coming.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play, but still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.